Well, isn't this fun? Well, first I want to thank the committee and all the work that everyone did to put this together. I do know you're all volunteers, but you've all been so professional and kind and helpful, and it means a lot to the community, and thank you. It's wonderful. For me, you know, I'm neurotic and obsess a lot, so when I got this award, I'm like, oh my God, I no longer look like an athlete, I'm old, I mean, what am I going to do in this program? But once I got done obsessing, I just started thinking about how extraordinarily lucky I am to be here because of all the people in my life that have done so many extraordinary things for me. And if I was to put together a Hall of Fame of mentors, which I think athletics provides wonderful mentorship for young people, and it really can set the course for your life. But if I had a Hall of Fame of mentors, they're all at that table back there. And how extraordinary is that? So I just feel so blessed that they're all back there. They are all leaders in their field. They've all mentored people in so many ways that they've touched so many lives they probably don't even know about it. So all I really want to do is acknowledge them today because that mentorship means so much to me. So first is Irma Fitzery is here, and you all know Irma because she's in every Hall of Fame I know. She was my high school tennis coach, and she inherited a mess with me. I was just attitudinally not a very nice person. And I can remember the first time I threw my racket on the tennis court, she marched right out on the court, picked up my racket, put it in my hand, and she said, "You will never drop that again." And I never did. But she's taught me so much about life in general that it's pretty amazing that she is here. And then when I graduated from the U of A, my first job was at Santa Rita High School, where the department chair was Irma Fitzery. So it all just comes around and goes around, which is, I think, amazing. Norma Dawn is over there. She's my first softball coach in Summer League, and you all know Norma. She scared the living whatever out of me, and I think it's the first time I realized that athletics wasn't just fun all the time. It was, you actually were there to play and to do a job, and Norma gave me some discipline in that regard, which was wonderful. Then I headed off to the U of A, and the first people that I met, we were in line registering for classes, turned out to be two of my best friends for life, of course, and we played on all sorts of sports teams together. But Patsy Lee is here, and you know her from her coaching career here in town, and we played everything together, basketball and volleyball and softball. That was back in the dark ages where you could play everything, and so we just, that's all we did. We did go to class, didn't we, Patsy, once? You went once, I think, yeah, so we had a good time. The other one is Joan McCormick Powell, and I cannot believe she was here. She was a surprise and came from Colorado. Joan and I were inseparable from the first days, and you know, for 4 years we enjoyed life immensely, but we played hard, we practiced hard, but you know, she's just one of my dearest, closest friends, and I'm just so grateful she came in. It was nice. Thank you for doing that. Then we started meeting our coaches and teachers at the U of A, and this was just, it was so fun because we were so afraid of them, but at the same time, we just thought it was just the coolest thing that these were such great women coaches and great women role models. Catherine Russell is here. She was my volleyball coach at the University of Arizona, another person who made us very nervous and made us work very hard. But she also taught me how to actually, you know, look serious sometimes, which I needed later in life when I was a coach. And so that's nice that she is here. And Judy Sorensen, who was just probably my favorite teacher of all time, and so to have her here, what a treat that is. And she also continued Irma's work on, you know, my personality and all those other things that I needed to work on, and has continued to do that, you know, throughout my life, so it's just nice that she is here. Another athlete that, as freshmen, Joan and Patsy and I ran into was, you know, one of those upper class people, and that was Kathy Crucker, who was also playing on all those sports teams. And Kathy and I became fast friends. We actually competed against each other when I was at Rincon and she was at Catalina. So I've known her since high school days, and she was the one foolish enough to nominate me, so thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that very much. After U of A, I went to Colorado State to get master's, and then was lucky enough to get hired out at the University of Northern Colorado, which had a wonderful Division I softball program at that time. And so that was just a really fortunate opportunity. But the two really strong role models there and who led that program, the physical education program, and mentored so many people, I can't believe it, but they retired in Green Valley and called me the other day and said, hey, guess what? We're in town, so we'll come up. So Dr. Betty Everett and Dr. Doris Steffi were my bosses and my role models at the University of Northern Colorado, and they're back there. So how wonderful is that? So I think I hit everybody at the table except my lifetime best friend and partner in crime, Robin Cash, who was here. It's finally nice to have her go to my Hall of Fame instead of her Hall of Fame because she's got so many. So what a nice table to have. And again, that's what sports has meant to me, is mentorship and education. And that's why I coached, and that's why I went into academic administration to, again, weave athletics and academics because they go together so well. So what a nice opportunity for me to say thank you to wonderful people in my life. And thank you to all of you for putting up with all this talking. Thank you.